G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to Writing Corner. Today we're going to continue the series on faction building and speak about mottos. Now, before I begin, I'd like to remind you that this channel is sponsored by you, the viewing audience. So please, after the show, check out the links in the description below. And don't forget, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Now, mottos. Basically, an advertising slogan. Words bind, describe, give meaning and purpose. A faction motto is a single mission statement, a phrase which heralds your faction to the rest of the world. What is that motto? What's its meaning? Does it have a hidden meaning? And when does the use of this motto appear? Now, when you're faction building, of course, you're doing this for your story. You put in the detail that you need to tell your story. But remember, this gives depth, meaning, purpose. It goes beyond the dialogue. And as I progress in my stories, I have found that there are things in my factions that I like, slogans or mottos that I have not considered. So there's a lot of work to be done, and I know it's a lot of work, but I do believe this ultimately will help. I'm finding it useful to me, so I'm hoping you will find it useful too. And I'd like some feedback, of course. I've had a little bit from people who I know, but you, the viewing audience, of course, I'd love to hear how it's helped you, and it's great that some of you have found these little talks useful. And in fact, by not making them long or even stretching them out, they're digestible bites. So if you like this format, I'll continue on this format and try not to drag out like some of my previous videos. But of course, there is the criticism that I could have done this all in one long video, and that is true. But then you wouldn't have references to go back and look at the ones you want to revisit. We're having to revisit everything. Plus, this auto chapter business doesn't work very well. You have to manually go through, and of course, yeah, I know I should put in more effort for you people and do stuff like that, but I think chapter by chapter individually is better off. And really, you don't have to put in a lot of work to every aspect of your world building and faction. Again, this is about what you need in your story and why it's there. You don't have to have a motto for your faction. Look at the mafia. You could actually say, all right, they are a thieves guild, and our thing is the motto. And when you understand, it has a hidden meaning. We don't talk about our thing, the things that aren't said around those words, our thing. We don't talk about our thing. This is our thing. It's not for everybody, it's not for outsiders. So you really have, and when you understand something like that, I mean, not to promote somebody's channel, but you can't help it sometimes if you want to know about the mafia. I mean, there are plenty of mafia story channels like Michael Francis or now I can't remember his name. I apologize to a number of people because I can't remember right now, but you're giving a good history of the mafia, and you can use that to really build, to actually understand that if you go back to the original Godfather books and you go, wow, this was so spot on. And I'm not saying every faction has to be like that. Some could be as simple, bare bones as airborne, above and beyond. Uh, School mottos like uh, uh, actually the French Revolution, fraternity, egalitarianism. Uh, no, forget it. But you know what I mean, right? The slogans bind. They give a purpose, a meaning, and an image in the mind, a rally. So that is helpful to me, and I hope it's helpful to you, and I hope that it helps to give your stories depth and actually allows you to present the faction in that because when people understand it, they don't have to sympathize with it. They just have to understand it, and that's what that's meaning. And of course, again, the slogan "Write what you know." It doesn't mean limit yourself to your knowledge. It means expand your knowledge. So when you write, you know what you're writing about. So please understand that I'm not limiting your imagination. I'm telling you, don't listen and write like Stephen King. Listen to yourself, do your own research, and write the stories you want to tell your way, knowing that you've done your research. And I'm hoping to help you be the best writer in your style and not chase trends, because I think ultimately trends are what's killing pop culture. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Now, of course, I'd like to hear from you. I welcome feedback, of course. If you'd like to support the channel, please buy a coffee mug today. Just 10% off the viewers. Buy 2, get 20, and buy 3 or more, get 25% off. Now, of course, another way you can support the channel is become a patron of my writing, get early access to my writing. And of course, you can also support my RPG work. And of course, you can buy my books. The links are in my link tree. My books are available in ebook, paperback, and audiobook. And of course, if you're not in the Patreon, how about buying me a coffee or a meal? So please support the channel. Everything is going towards buying a new computer. So please, I need your help. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next video.